The Julius Randle All-Star Court.
Thank you. You did great.
Thank you.
That's great. Were you nervous? Yeah, okay. You did tremendous. I'd like to introduce Michelle Roberts. As I said, she's from right here. She's an intellect and a doer. Michelle?
And he's serious. I frequently tell people that basketball was an incredibly large part of my life. Every young man that I grew up with thought they were going to be Julius Randle one day. I spent, it seemed 24 hours a day playing basketball. I also often say that the sound of bouncing basketball was like the soundtrack of my growing up. But I didn't play. I had that book though, right? I had that book. And what I got from basketball, watching these young brothers and sisters who were struggling to become NBA players, their drive and their commitment to that dream translated into something that I could hold on to. My dream was to be a lawyer. And I did it. And I did it in some of the same ways that Julius Randles of the world did it, by being committed to that goal. And that's what you're going to do. I mean, when Dan came to us years ago and talked about this mission for the school, and he said he was going to do it in the Bronx, he got my attention. He got my attention because I understood that basketball did have a path forward for even those of us who couldn't bounce the ball to save our lives. And here we are, just months away from the first graduating class. I could not be more proud of you guys. And Julius is right. This dream doesn't mean anything if you all don't make the commitment to make the dream real, and you have. And that's why you're going to be seniors. Yes, that's why you are seniors and going to be graduates in just a matter of months. So congratulations. The fact that the school is named after Mr. Monroe helps to inspire you, to remind you what's possible, and you do your part. I wish I'd gone to a school named after Earl Monroe. I went to some school named after a woman named Miss Masters. I don't even know who the heck she is or was. So congratulations, Dan. Congratulations to the world. I have no business being on this stage with all these legends, but I'm here. I'm going to enjoy it. And with that, I will introduce the next speaker. When we used to call him Clyde, at least my brothers told me his name was Clyde. And I actually thought that he was a member of my family because we had so many pictures of him all over the apartment. But I now know that he is Mr. Walt Frazier. Mr. Frazier.
Good morning, good afternoon, folks. I'm really honored to be here representing Earl the Pearl in the school. There's an adage that says, in order to understand the present, it helps to know about the past. Earl and I were drafted the same year. He was drafted second by the Bullets. I was fifth by the Knicks. I hated him. I'm often asked, how was it to guard Oscar Robertson and Jerry West and Earl? Oscar Robertson was 6'5", so he was going to back you in and pound and pound. West was going to stop and pop. And they go, well, what about Earl? I said, Earl didn't know what he was going to do. How did I know what he was going to do? So I used to tell my friend, man, he's the only man I ever dreamt about. Trying to guard this guy, man, shaking and baking. Well, then, coach, they used to let him carry the ball, right? When he was with the Bullets, he used to spin the ball. He was carrying the ball all the time. Got away with it. But Earl was a globetrotter. He brought the playground game into the NBA. And if Oscar and West scored on me, I didn't mind. But Earl, he always had to add a little pizzazz to whatever he did, a little style into the crowd. But I relished trying to guard him. And when we used to play in Baltimore, the games used to start like 8:30. And they would play Motown sound back in those days, 1967, 68. When Earl got the ball, it would stand. The game, there would be a bunch of kids. We used to live across from the Holiday Inn. So they go, Clyde, let me carry your bag. So I'll be walking with the kids and they'd be talking. They get over there and go, Earl's going to get 50 on you tonight. So I relished my defensive prowess in trying to contain Earl the Pearl. And then one day I read in the paper that he's traded to the New York Knicks. Tibbs, can you believe the Knicks never called me and asked me what I thought of this move? I had to find out in the paper. So I'll never forget the first time Earl came in the locker room, the way everybody embraced. I didn't embrace it the way everybody else embraced it. But everybody else embraced him. We were happy to have him. And when Earl and I talk, I could tell that he relished playing against me like I relished playing against him. So I don't know if I enjoyed more playing against Earl or with him because of the challenge. I know playing against him catapulted me to the Hall of Fame because, the man is averaging 30 points a game. I've got to try to elevate my game to compete with Earl. So that was always that. I used to say, like, I was like his reflection. Wherever he went, I was there. He saw me back and forth. We went and we had that mutual respect. So now he's traded to the Knicks, and the media say that Earl and I would need 2 basketballs for it to work. It would never work. There's no way. But they overlooked our mutual respect for each other. When we were opponents, my friends used to say, man, what do you say? You're all over this guy? I said, man, sometimes I say, Earl, great shot. And sometimes he'd say, Clyde, good defense. That was the only conversation we'd ever have with the pushing and shoving. In those days, you could handshake. So we were pushing and shoving all the time. And so when he came to the team, I remember you can't judge a book by its cover. When you see Earl, this flamboyant, kind of arrogant guy, off the court, he's the antithesis of that. He's like kind of shy, he's quiet, always sharing, caring, giving. I remember we were dubbed the Rolls Royce backcourt. Earl would actually loan guys his Rolls Royce. Nobody's getting my role. But Earl would loan guys the Rolls, money. I always admired him for being a family man. He was always there with his sisters, his kids. And this school is just a culmination of that, of Earl's sharing, caring, giving back. He's always been that type of person. I'm always proud that he's my friend. He used to be my nemesis. Like I said, he came in our locker room. I didn't know whether to hug him or mug him. So, like everybody else, I gravitated him. I thought he was a different person on the court than he was off the court. So he's a tremendous man, and I'm just delighted to see all the people that came out today. It's family. The Knick, once a Knick, always a Knick. Look at all the Knick legends here. And Julius mentioned the coach and Leon and my man Wes here represented Earl in school. And to the kids, you could not have a better role model than this man that's sitting here. But other times when schools open like this, there's a lot of hoopla and pageantry. The celebrities never come back. I will be back. I will be back. A lot of times the fans forget that we're parents. We're parents. I'm concerned about drug abuse, the insidious drugs that destroy our kids, child abuse, miscommunication between parents and their kids. teenage pregnancy, the atrocity of babies having babies, the appalling dropout rate in the Bronx. Sometimes 60% of the kids are dropping out of school by 10th grade. What's going to become of those kids? What's going to happen? So Earl is trying to save them. He's going to reach a lot of kids. I remember once, my first foray into the schools, I went into a school, maybe there were 200 kids there, and I started my talk, and you can't make this stuff up, Starks. They start yelling, "Where's Starks? Where's Ewing?" And I go, "Yeah, where are they? Have you ever seen them here? At least you should respect me. I came here. I could be anywhere I want in the world, but I decided to be here with you today." So to try to gain their respect. And this is what we want to do, guys. So you can be better than us. Earl and I didn't have a chance to think about being the president of the United States, the commissioner of the NBA. You can be whatever you want to be if you apply yourself. Education is the key. I played 12 years in the NBA. This year is my 31st year as a Knick announcer. Shaking and baking, moving and grooving, styling and profiling, using my education, guys. So you can do it. So in closing, thanks guys for coming out. Earl, congratulations. So thank everybody for their support and making this a family affair. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and Clyde, thank you for that rousing oratory. I didn't know what to say, or obviously it's floored me, so I'm not even going to get up. It's such a great moment for us here. First of all, to see you guys out there to welcome this new school. It's been a long time in planning, and it's something that I'm very, very proud of. I want to thank, the guys that are out here. St. Julius, 3 years ago when we talked about the 30 for 3 and whatnot, or 3 for 30, whatever, I was supposed to see him, and I haven't seen him since then. And that's because I've been kind of under the weather, but the job that he's done and the passion that he's had, for our school, you can't, take away. And I want to thank you for being who you are and the type of person that you've been for us. I also like to thank all the other guys up here. Commissioner Silver, who I remember as a little guy, and what he's done. All the other guys who have come out to support us. Media, my family, I got people even from Baltimore who come here to check us out. Propels, thank you. My mother, sister-in-law, and my daughter, and my little fella who was my heart, Monroe. Just raise your hand, Money. Go ahead, stand up, stand up. All right, thank you so much. And of course, Dan, I will not forget my wife, Marita. And this is such a wonderful day, and things that we're talking about doing and have actually done over the last 3 years, in terms of trying to prepare our students for, their future has been outstanding. And from what we came from to where we've come and to where we're going, it's not measurable at this point. We've had the support of not only the administration, who's been wonderful, and of course, our board of directors and executive board, who've been supportive of trying to move this ahead and get us to a point where we could stand on our own. And I was going to stand on our own. And I was going to mention this a little, and an extra $5 million so that we could be self-sufficient. And I think that's important to put out there because people who hear this might in turn really start to support us and give us donations and things. I want to say to the kids, you know, congratulations to our first class at Earl Monroe. And there's something my college coach used to say, and I've said it before here. It says that, you know, we're trying to give you an opportunity to succeed. And he used to say to us, the opportunity at every door does knock, but it's never been known to pick a lock. And we've given you the opportunity to see what's on the other side. And it's up to you to be able to adhere to that and see what it is that you want to do for yourself. This world is filled with so many things that's available to you. The only thing in the nutshell is that you just have to open your eyes and see it. And I'm not going to speak. I know, Dad, you know how when you're getting the award shows and whatnot, and the music starts to go, and you know it's time to get off. Dad is starting to move over here. But the one other thing I'd like to say to you guys is that I'll borrow this from the artists. I think, therefore I am. Remember that, and you'll go far. Thank you so much, and thanks for coming out and supporting us.
Earl, we love you. Thank you. We're gonna do the groundbreaking in a moment. Just wanted to, I thought about like 3 or 4 other guys like me that used to play in this city. We're legends in our own mind. They've been really helpful to the school. Barry Weisfeld, Alan Fishman, Don Berman. You know, I could still beat all of you right now. Maybe. Okay. Anyway, we're going to do this ceremonial groundbreaking. Now, let's get this row down first, Tib, in the second row, and then we'll make some photos. Thank you so much, Coach. I just saw you here, man. Good for you. Thank you. Right? So, Al Khalid, your kid is a hero for what he's done for this school. Okay, thanks, man. Shami, I should have included you in that group.
Okay. No, I'm not.
Just leave it right there in case someone wants to say something.
Adam. Adam.
Hog head. Right away. 100 grand on the one.
Gentlemen in the photo, when it's ready, stay there for 60 seconds. And then those two people. Gentlemen, stand a bit sideways because you have stand sideways. We can see you stand. Take the hand of the young lady. Everybody move here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, always good to see you.
We haven't met.
valuable in making this happen.